Hello there, welcome to Card Tuning with Paul. Today, I'm going to show you how to draw Aladdin. So come on, let's get started. Hello, Card Tuners, welcome back. Yes, I'm getting requests. Let's dive into how to draw Aladdin. Okay, so now in starting how to draw Aladdin, Aladdin is 6 heads tall. So let's figure that out right now. I'm going to give him a head shape like so. I'm going to take my finger and thumb, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, about halfway down there. Torso, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ground goes there. Perfect. His line of action, I'll put it down there like that. And I'm just going to roughly throw in his body shape. We're going to waste, no, too much. There we go. We're going to throw in his rib cage, like so. Throw in placeholder for his hips. Back. And I'm going to throw in, let's see, his knees would go, yeah, right about there. So I'm just going to really roughly throw in his leg here. Yeah, you won't see it. He's going to be wearing those Arabian baggy pants. But if I don't throw those in, I'm not going to be comfortable with his, that I've got his whole body properly proportioned here. I'm going to throw in, I'm going to throw in a shoulder here, bicep, tricep, rib cage, elbow, okay, and on this side, yeah, his shoulder. Now, of course, Aladdin's been running in the streets. He's very athletic. So he's going to have himself a pretty decent build to him. You don't want to make him too muscular because, you know, he's our protagonist, but he's, you know, he's not out there lifting weights. He's just getting by in the streets. Okay, so his neck, like so. So I've got his underdrawing in there quite nicely here. I'm very satisfied with how this is going to go. So let's start with his head. Why not? So Aladdin, now when the animators are assigned their characters, they are given an idea of what the design aesthetic is going to look like. And then they are to take what they've been given and try to come up with a character that they can animate well for 24 frames a second. So for every second that Aladdin is moving, there are 24 different drawings that you're looking at there, and they're just flashing through, right? So let's see, we've got his nose in here like that, and his mouth is very angular, and it's going to be shaped like this. So initially, the character design for Aladdin was based on the actor Michael J. Fox. He had had a very successful run on Family Ties, but he was really hitting superstardom with the Back to the Future films. So he borrowed very heavily from Michael J. Fox. And then it was very evident during a story meeting that they wanted him to be a little older, a little more heartthrobby. So somebody suggested that he instead look more like Tom Cruise than he would Michael J. Fox. So they told him to redesign him to look more like Tom Cruise. So if you take a look at Aladdin's eyebrows and his nose, his chin, you'll notice that he does kind of look more Tom Cruise-y. Especially when those eyebrows, they furrow or they come down. It's very, very much Tom Cruise there. So let's give him those Tom Cruise eyebrows now. And let's give him that big, thick head of late 80s, early 90s hair. You guys probably didn't think of it that way. Yeah, his hair is very, very dated. But it works, right? He's got this almost mullet-like do right here, and then I throw in that little fez hat. His eye shapes are very round. If you're interested in more details of how they made Aladdin, go check out my sister channel, Animator Talk, where we discuss the making of Aladdin. Now, let's throw in the neck, his clavicle. Oh, keep that centered. And then we'll just give him a hint of some pecs. And they didn't go too crazy with his physique. They wanted to make sure that they kept it, nice Disney family friendly. So he has that purple vest. And let's throw it in here. So when Glenn Keane had to go back to his team and give them the unfortunate news that they were going to have to reanimate a whole bunch of scenes with a different character design, he showed them what they were working with, what the studio wanted, and then he came up with a happy medium. And he said, unfortunately, we got to draw it like this. And you should have heard the moans.
He's too young. He's too spindly. He's too buff. He's too hard to draw. Unfortunately, that's who we have to draw.
All right, so that vest is going to come out a little bit so that we can get some inside of the vest there. And let's see. The wrappings around his waist. Multiple folds of fabric here. Like so. Now with Glenn Keane's designs, his designs are gorgeous, aren't they? You can almost tell when he is the one doing the line work. His hands and his feet tend to be exaggerated a little bit. It just happens to be a hallmark of his work. So oftentimes when Aladdin or Pocahontas or aerial, you see that their hands are just a little big. That's usually a clue that Glenn worked on that scene. So here, let's throw in those pants. You know, they bell out here at the bottom, right? There's some weight to them, so we want to do it like that, right? The center here, we've got all these wrinkles and folds in here. And then once you got all that in, you can do one streamlined line here like that. He's got a patch right about here. And then his bare feet. Guys, if you like drawing this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This community is growing fast and I'm having a great time with it. So let's get those numbers up there. I want to thank you guys so much for drawing with me today. And until the next video, we'll see you later.